remember? Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Remember the night that I did Philly? I told you a girl got kicked out.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And like a crazy whole thing happened apparently.
Yeah.
She was trying to call me and so I saw this thing.
Yeah. She said that she got drugged.
And then the guy
called in
and said she didn't get drugged.
Yeah.
And she's like,
didn't he call into the show?
He called into the show.
That's crazy.
We since find out.
I should stop smoking weed during the show.
We since find.
I'm like, oh, that would be crazy if he called in. Oh, he did. Oh, fantastic.
We since find out this guy from this girl who's reached out to me now again.
Yeah.
That her and that guy are a couple now, but
I think they've been a couple.
Maybe. Whatever it is, he's a fan of the show. He had a stroke.
What?
That guy had like a pretty big stroke apparently. And she's like his caretaker now, which whatever, right?
Okay.
Fantastic. We wish him well. That's
absolutely. I hope he gets all right.
I don't know anything about this girl other than that she tried to call me on Facebook that night, and then he called in and we told the story of a girl being thrown out of my show for being loud and crazy, obnoxious. Oh, by the way, not thrown out by me.
No, not at all.
I had no idea what happened.
Didn't even know she was gone.
Didn't even know she was gone. So, she was definitely hammered when I saw her. She wrote back to me the other night on Twitter again, like a thing about like, hope you had fun with your little show, but like, she's like, just these crazy, like, I'm getting lawyers now unless you take down the episode where you guys have your little fun talking about me. And I go, well, we could do that all we want, but forget even that. I just go, there's nothing to take down. We're a live show, it's archived on our thing for a week and then it's gone. So there's nothing to take down anyway, lady. I don't know what your problem is here. She goes, take it down. It's on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And I go, well, we're not officially with YouTube. Someone bootlegs it or pirates it. I go, that's not my problem. But she goes, look, why don't you just be cool and give me your lawyer's number and we'll just figure it out. Like, it's just like a crazy thing she's going on. And then she sent like a voice, like a voice text that was like, just let's not even be stupid about this. Just like give me your lawyer's number. No lawyer is going to genuinely send a letter. Like there's nothing to do. Like I said, a girl got thrown out. This guy called up and he goes, oh yes, I know that girl.
And we made jokes. Made
jokes that she's crazy, which she had a great time at, and she was crazy and drunk. And he said she had a whole meltdown with the cops and everything. But she even like
she lied.
She texts like she doesn't speak.
What she's doing is
texts like she doesn't speak English. She texts like she doesn't speak English.
I think what happens is this sounds like a girl with a drinking problem.
Yeah, the text sounded like the girl got hammered and then started texting Jay.
And it's like, when you're drunk, you're drunk and you have a lot of fucking issues, and I just know this from experience, you start lashing out at people you would never lash out at because you're hammered and you're like, fuck them. Why can't, in your drunken head, it makes sense to lash out at this person? So she easily was drunk and was like, "You fucking make fun of me on your radio show." And it's like, you got yourself kicked out.
It definitely is because I
wrote an asshole.
It definitely is because I wrote the thing I did right back to her. I go, lady, I don't know anything about I'm like, but here's what I know about you. It goes, this is the second time you've essentially like harassed me over something that I have no idea what your problem is or what to do with. You know what I mean? I go, you're complaining about a YouTube video that has nothing to do with me or a YouTube audio, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like. A bootleg of my show that you're complaining about, like, okay. I'm like, I can't take that down. It's not my thing to take down. We didn't do anything legal the way we talked about your situation. You know what I mean? It happened to me in a very public place, and she, and I said, so it's 2 times now you've like come at me harassing me over something that has nothing to do with me.
Come at me again.
I go, no, I go, you're clearly like an unstable person. I go, so I'm going to stop responding to these now. But but still like 4 more things from her.
Really?
She goes, my favorite one's the last one. She goes, take it down now, Jay, or the world gets to find out who you really are.
That's great. What a great reveal.
That was my favorite one.
What if I knew your home planet had been searching for you?
You'd have to say some pretty far out shit for people who are fans of mine to be like, he couldn't have.
Yeah, not Jay. But he had made fun of it his whole time.
Oh man,
he was Corey Feldman?
And the whole time he was Corey Feldman.
That would be pretty incredible. I'd be pretty upset that you didn't tell me, because I'm a huge fan of yours, Corey.
But for the record, I think Frank's his name. Like, Frank, get better, buddy. I hope everything's okay. Frank's a big fan, so I hope everything's okay with him. And, when you get back up on your feet and running, dude, get that chick into some sort of a program or something, man, because I don't know. She seems like she's a little off kilt. It's bizarre. That's a weird behavior. That's a weird thing, people having that access to you with social media. It's very bizarre.
Oh, so when they get drunk and
I had, again,
retweet at you?
Christine got more wound up about it than I did, but a guy who's just like a troll.
Yeah.
And a troll goes, great rumor going around right now that Big J. Oakerson harasses comedy club waitresses or sexually harasses comedy club waitresses.
That's so funny.
And he goes, anything to say about this? Big J. Oakerson, he called me, which that's a chuckle enough.
Oakerson?
Big J. Oakerson.
That's good.
But he's like, but Christine's much more than me had like several days of going like where she's re-brought it up. She goes, just a guy writing something like that. I go, no, I know that's the world. It sucks. I go, what I wish I would have wrote back, honestly, I go, well, what about hearing about whatever his handle is? Like, did I hear it's like you said anti-Semitic stuff and like set fire to a Jewish kid in the neighborhood's house? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. You're just saying a thing. I go, but
Jay, I have a coalition of very brave women that work in comedy clubs, and I will be leading them. You're a monster, and we're going to take you down. This is where it starts.
Do you mean his ex-wife and his girlfriend?
I was going to say, I definitely harassed Carla into having a baby.
I call, your farm system is broken. And we will not be a part of it. Don't Christine, you tell me to wrap up nothing, Jacob. Christine. I'm making a stand, dude. I'm taking Big J. Oakerson out. You know what? Fuck trolls, but sometimes when they make fun of you, there's been some good big head jokes from trolls where I've been like, right when they get you go, fuck her. And then you're like, that was good though. It stings. It's like,
sucker.
It's like when I was talking about having, cause Bruce Pritchard called in yesterday when I said my friend Bruce, and you go, oh man, you know what you just did? You just said a famous person's name. Like you were friends with him. I was like, oh god, it's so gross.
But it is, it's fucking, it's a weird thing though, but it is an interesting thing that people can do to anyone. I mean,
that drunk girl's a very good expert.
We're seeing it happen, but isn't that crazy? I said, well, even that guy
Twitter's off my phone.
But I say that guy, that troll, like, it's a pretty interesting thing. You can just go like, it's enough, like him writing that is definitely enough for people to go like, I wonder if he does like that. It's like, no, I don't. I've never sexually harassed. I've never sexually harassed anybody because I'm afraid, like sexually harass. The idea of it goes against everything that would make me feel comfortable. And not for the girl. I always like to say this, man. It is narcissistic, this fear of sexually harassing. It's nothing about my sadness for the woman. It's totally that if I go to grab a girl's tit or say something or whatever like that, and she goes, ew, like I'm like, oh no, I'm a gross monster. Like I don't want to do anything, I don't want to offer out anything sexual that I feel wouldn't be met with like, God, I've been begging you to ask me to fuck. You know what I mean? Like I'm afraid to get rejected, so fuck that.
Well, man. I think this is also,
people can say whatever they want though. That's the thing about blows about social media. I can just go on there and say Dan murdered a fucking drifter in 2008.
Well, it was a slow year.
You gotta
get it, I'd like to start a rumor that you sexually harassed me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be fucking great.
And then when I just completely sell out in 2021 and I get the Dan Soder WB show when they bring the WB back.
Dude, can you
I host their morning show?
Can you get to, I want you to have Gloria Allred standing next to you at a press conference. Jay did not give me herpes. However, he did put me in a position to get herpes several times.
Early February, I walked in to the studio where we record the Bonfire. Jay had his penis exposed.
It was a safe place, so up until that day,
he told me to put my mouth on it, and I did, reluctantly at first, and then got into it, and then I realized, I can suck a dick.
I can chug balls.
It turns out I take to this like a duck to water.